Get comfort in that, knowing that the fact you don't know something gives you an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to get an advantage, to get a head start on those people. Because often I see, all the time, I see online, I see in the real world, I see all over the place, people giving analysis based on these factors. And I can see when it's right or wrong. And unlike something, let's say the price action stuff that we've done a lot of recently, where you can say a lot of it's subjective, right? There is no rule for a bull flag being bullish. It depends on other factors. There is no rule about, interpreting Wyckoff. It's not a rule of the market. It's not actually fact. It's like, if price does these things and follows this accumulation or distribution schematic, then there's a high probability of it going up or down, right? But a lot of that's up to interpretation, yeah? But data, on the other hand, is either right or it's wrong in terms of how you interpret it. So, if you say that for cumulative volume delta, that that if CVD is rising, that's bullish. That's a far too shallow analysis. I guess that's the equivalent of saying that a bull flag is bullish. It's not. Like everything, there has to be context to it. But the actual literal interpretation of what makes CVD go up or what makes it go down there is zero interpretation in that. It is fact, right? When you have a buy, whenever you have a buyer on the take side, which you'll learn in a second, when you have a buyer taking liquidity out of the market, that will add positive delta to the CVD. So there's zero subjectivity in the data. So you need to fundamentally understand that first of all. And in the OI lesson I'll go into in a bit, you need to understand what makes one contract get added to the market, what makes one contract get removed from the market. Because there's a lot of misinterpretations about that too. So keep an open mind as you watch this. If anything doesn't make sense, just note it down. Write the question in AMA questions in the Real World app, and I'll answer it after. But hopefully the lesson will cover everything. Hopefully you'll have a few light bulb moments that I love seeing people have. And then we'll go. Then we get into it. So, what I'm drinking, of course, very important. Sparkling water. John Paul has finished his exams. Now summer full of trading started. Really good. What else? Will all the lessons drop this weekend or just one module? Thanks. No, there will be 6 modules dropping this weekend. But what I'll say is not all of the lessons will be fully edited and looking slick. I simply think I have out-recorded the capabilities of any video editor on the planet. So to begin with, a bunch of them will be edited and looking all nice and shiny, and a bunch of them will probably be in this more basic format, but still have all the data, all the information you need to learn right away. And then as we go, every day, I'll just be uplifting some of them, so you'll go in one day and another one will be looking all nice and slick and clean and real world branded. And so, probably 2-3 weeks after the full release, then they'll all look nice. So for anyone who cares so much about how they look, that's the way it's going to be at the start.